This episode is brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration, a proud supporter of the Inside Running podcast. It keeps us fueled on our long runs and races. Are you training for your next big race and still guessing your nutrition? Inside Running Podcast listeners, 2026, this is the year you stop winging it. Precision Fuel and Hydration is the answer. Their free online planner helps you nail your sodium and carb intake so you don't fade when it matters most. Visit precisionhydration.com, and while you're there, place your first order and get 15% off when you use the code IRP2026. Welcome to episode number 454 of the Inside Running Podcast. A massive thank you for being with us for another week. Light on the agenda. After a 2.5-hour episode last week, plus Lee Troop on the weekend, and have to during the week, this show is a bit smaller. Monaco Diamond League happened, Bundoora Cross Country, plus the New South Wales Cross Country Championships, Morton Games over there in Ireland. We got a review of the One Running long sleeve shirt. Thank you to the legends at One Running. Some whispers. Moose has got a detailed Moose on the loose here, Croaks. Listen to question. Plus we'll preview a bit of stuff that's coming up. Welcome back to the podcast, Bradley Croker. A week of absence last week, but now you're back. Can you hear us? Can you talk? Did you miss us?
I did miss you. It was actually nice, though, having some content to listen to. So that's, I guess, one of the advantages of missing out on the show is it's like you look forward to then listening to your own show. But yeah, I can speak now. I pretty much spoke to you on the Monday and my voice was pretty ordinary. So like I could have got through the show at a stretch, but I don't think the listeners would have enjoyed hearing my my croaky voice. But yeah,
you were sick, Croaks,
feeling much better. Yeah, I had a cold, which then sort of just went into my I guess it had some like laryngitis where I basically just lost my voice. Plus it coincided with the Gold Coast weekend. So I was trying to speak to athletes on the Friday before the half and the Saturday before the marathon when my voice was already pretty ordinary, and then had a mate down from Sydney on the Sunday who I hadn't seen for a while because his son was playing AFL at Monaco Oval on the Monday. And I'm like, well, I can't just sit here in silence. I'm trying to talk to him with no voice. But yeah, like I wasn't overly sick. Like I never had a fever, had like a bit of a cough. So yeah, I was still able to run a fair bit, missed one session, had to dial some sessions back, but I sort of kept the ball rolling. But yeah, just taken a bit of a step back, I suppose, from a fitness point of view, but I'm feeling pretty good now.
That's good. Welcome to you, Moose. And we did replace him with someone who could talk very well last week, Moose. Caitlin Adams. Give her a question. She'll give you an answer. She'll give you a 10-minute detailed answer. The opposite of have to.
That was good. Have to, different person. He's we talk like he's a runner, right? He is an Ed Marks type. Very quietly spoken, very humble, gets the job done, does not make himself the center of attention, doesn't really go out of his way to promote himself outside of being a fantastic runner. Whereas there's like the opposite of that out there. And so, yeah, it's interesting. Like you could probably have some personalities that would have been everywhere the last 2 weeks or the last week. Sorry. It's been a week.
Yeah.
A week.
Yeah, a week. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Right. Wow.
I loved the contrast last week in all the content that I listened to. So you had obviously the main show with Caitlin, who, can speak really well, have to more reserved. And then you've got Troopy, who can also speak.
Yeah.
I love listening to Troopy.
Troopy's not shy of an opinion, and I love that as well. And it's sort of like a little bit in this segment that I reckon we got going this week. I'll talk to you about it soon.
How easy is it though to interview those types of people, Moose? You just ask them a question and you probably ask them 5 questions and you get like an hour's worth of content.
Well, that's why I felt bad with After, because it felt like I was just peppering him questions, and even the patrons just sent him in the really good questions. I was like, bang, next one. And I'm like, and I said to him off air, I'm like, oh, what's like, are you doing heaps of media? Now you've broken the record, like at the TV channels and mainstream media. And he's like, nah, this is all I'm doing. It's like, I've done your show in the past. You're the only guys I want to do. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I'm like, I wanted to ask, have other organizations reached out? Because I'm hoping that people have reached out, but I don't know. Or if he just was straight batting it. I think he did an article with AA like later in the week, which was pretty small. But I haven't seen him anywhere else.
We need a long form interview with him.
Yeah, I know. Because people did send in questions like, I'd love you to get into the, his history and his journey to Australia. And I was like, I got 30 minutes and I think that deserves.
No, you should.
Like that needs 90 minutes.
You do a tell me your tales would have to.
Yeah.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
I would be more keen to listen to that than a race recap.
Yeah.
Way more keen.
And I've got Adam coming up tomorrow morning. And he's actually sent me this document where he's compared notes to like Jess's build up and have tos. It's like password protected. He's like, click on it. He ran it through like AI. He's like, here, click this link, use this password to access it, which I haven't done yet, but I will later tonight or early tomorrow morning before our chat, because he's a good talker as well. And that's where it's going to be like, let's talk mileage, or let's talk heart rates, or let's talk down weeks, the whole Saturday off thing, which is a BYU thing as well. Like those boys do that for religious reasons, don't they? Like your man, Connor Mance.
Is it Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday. I know they have one day off a week.
Oh, man. That's insane. That's awesome.
So I want to ask about that. Like, has Jess done that? And yeah, it's going to be a really interesting chat talking about the nerdy stuff tomorrow.
It's also good that he's willing to open up about all that stuff, because there'd be some coaches out there that would want to keep all that stuff a bit sort of secretive to themselves.
Yeah. Well, he did say that he wanted to run it past the athletes before he committed to it. So it took him a bit of time to get back to me, and he's like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was okay with these people before I started going about talking about their training.
How long, Brady, until so Adam will rattle off a few of the key sessions, and then how long until we see Brady doing them?
Yeah, well, tomorrow morning will be before the interview, but Friday morning you'll most likely see an Adam Didyk session, and I'll probably have Saturdays off from now on.
New coach, I reckon, Brady.
Well, like he's ticking the box, isn't he? He's got both the national records. Like, what else do you want?
You'd be mad not to.
But that's why I'll just ask heaps of personal questions tomorrow. Like, if my lactate threshold is,
he takes the top tier.
Yeah, you're not taking beat up blokes from Moama.
Yeah, no, you're in the second tier coaches. You're down with like Lockie Scott. Yeah,
No.
You're taking the dregs.
Yeah, but but imagine though, taking Brady, a guy who's been like slogging away for years and years and years, been super consistent, taking him from 219 to 215, like that's only got to help Adam's reputation.
I don't know if his reputation needs help though, Croaks, when you've already got both the national record holders.
True.
Yeah, true. I don't know if he needs a guy on a podcast talking about his training every week either. Anyway, let's get into the show. Do you want to do us a bit of a 2-week summary, Croaks? Don't have to tell us about every single run you've been on in 2 weeks, but just maybe
I'll just do the main sort of sessions. Yeah, so the week I got sick, I still managed to get through 120 odd K. So the difference, so I've basically been running 130K normally. Got through a really good session on the Tuesday, and this was like, I sort of had sensed that every week my fitness was progressing to the point that I started questioning like the treadmill and how well it was calibrated, because speeds were getting quicker, lactates were either staying the same or getting lower. So I did a session of 4 by 10 minutes off 1 minute rest. I did the first 2 reps at 18.3K an hour and tested the lactate, and it was 1.8. Bumped the next 2 reps up to 8.5K an hour, and my lactate was like 2.6 at the end of that session. And like I used to just do 6-minute reps at 18.5K an hour. So I was like, okay, like this is really good. And then it was pretty much the next day that I started to get sick. So I just jogged like 15K, jogged 11K on the Thursday instead of doing a session. I was never feeling terrible, but I just knew that I wasn't right. Then I ran another 14K on the Friday. And then Saturday I thought, all right, I'm probably well enough for a session here. I'll just do my standard sort of 6 by 6 minutes, and I set the treadmill at 18.5k an hour, which was, I guess, the same speed that I finished off the 4 by 10 minute session at on the Tuesday. I thought, I'm only doing 6-minute reps. And like heart rate and perceived effort weren't crazy high, but I measured my lactate after 3 reps and it was 2.8. And then I'm like, okay, well, it's sort of in the zone. I don't need to increase the pace. I'll just keep it where it is. And then after 6 reps, like my heart rate didn't really change from rep 3 to rep 6, but my lactate was 4.0. And I've never hit 4.0 on a treadmill session ever, even when I've actually run fairly hard. So that was a bit of an eye-opener in that sometimes at the back end of sickness, perceived effort and heart rate can actually seem okay, but like internally, there's shit going on that you're like, okay, I'm clearly not right here. So then Sunday that week, I just did an hour 40, 4:18s, which then brings us to the week just gone. So yeah, Monday, Nick Cope, who I used to run with back in Sydney. He's like 57 now, quality athlete, broke 14 minutes back in the day, low 8 minutes for 3K, and I reckon like low to mid 340s for 1500. So he was down, and so I ran with him. He's just coming back from a stressy, so he just did 1 lap of mulligans and I did 2. So I did an hour at 4:22s. Then on Tuesday, given how the lactates were on the Saturday, I'm like, okay, I really need to dial things back here. So I did 4 by 10 minutes, and I started at 17.5k an hour. So I did 1 rep at 17.5, 1 rep at 17.7, 1 rep at 17.9, and then the last rep at 18k an hour. So that was a fairly comfortable session. I didn't measure lactates for that one. I just knew that those paces were going to be fairly comfortable. Did 15k on the Wednesday, and then on Thursday I did 6 by 6 minutes again. Once again, I dropped the pace back rather than doing sort of 18.5 and faster. I just went back to 18.3, measured the lactate after 3 reps, and it was 2.0, which was good, sort of where it should have been. Kept the treadmill the same pace for the next 3 reps. I measured the lactate, but I screwed it up because it came back at like 9, and I'm like, my lactate's not 9, so didn't get a reading for the last one. Did another 15k on Friday, and then Saturday. This was probably the best session I've had since I got sick. So I did 10 by a K, did the first 6 reps at 18.8k an hour. Measured the lactate after 5 reps, and it was 2.5. And then I did the last 4 reps at 19k an hour, and the lactate was 3.2. So that was sort of perfect in terms of that, sort of trying to keep in between 2.3 and sort of 3.3. So that gave me a fair bit of confidence. And then yesterday, it was a shitty day here in Canberra. It's like I started, it was 5 degrees, felt like -2. And we started so it was myself, Rob, and Liam. We started late because those boys wanted to watch the soccer. Who was it?
Norway and England. Sorry to all our Norway fans out there, Norwegians.
So they just
got
came
robbed, though, didn't they, Croaks?
Oh, yeah, there's a few dodgy decisions. Like the sport just, I don't know, it's such a grubby sport. Like the amount of just shirt pulling and that sort of thing, it's like, just leave each other alone. Like if someone wants to run for the ball, let them run for the ball. Why are you grabbing their bloody jersey? It's bizarre. Anyway, so they came over once the match was finished. So it was 10:24. So the apparent temperature was -2. Got through 2 hours, 4:17s. Heart rate was sort of back to normal for the long run. But my Achilles, that's probably the one thing since getting sick. It was 2 weeks between gym sessions. So cooling down on Saturday, my Achilles was a bit niggly. And then probably the last like 30 to 40 minutes yesterday was a bit niggly again. It wasn't too bad today. Like I got through an hour and I could only really feel it in the last like 5 minutes. Last week was a week of 130K. I also did 1 gym session and 2 45-minute bike rides.
Beat the bots?
No, I don't even race the bots. I just put it on a flat course, and then I like watch football and listen to Troopy's interview. Like, so I don't even look at it. I basically just focus on sort of keeping my heart rate around that 130 or whatever. And probably one advantage of actually doing the bike over double runs is I can push a little bit harder on the bike. There's no way I'd be getting my heart rate into the mid 130s like running on an easy double, but I can do that on the bike. So
will you do another workout before racing, or you do another workout outside before racing Albert Park?
I don't think so. And I think that's probably the one downside of getting sick is, you know, coming off that really good 4x10 minute session, I'm like, okay, like thresholds, lactates are where they need to be. Now I can start to just add a little bit of like race specific intensity, but I'm not going to do that just because my Achilles is niggly. So the treadmill's safer than the track. So I'm just going to keep it safe on the treadmill.
Even like a bike path or something?
No.
Just go and do 8x1K on a bike path.
I also think it's a pretty good experiment. See how good can you get by not doing any sessions outside? Like I do enough running outside so that like I still feel really good when I run outside.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to do one session outside between now, which will be probably 5.5 weeks.
Are you flying down or driving to Melbourne?
Flying, because I'm down there for like the main reason I'm going down is I've got testing on my heart the day after.
Oh, okay.
So I'm down on Saturday and I'm not back till Tuesday because I've got a full day so the same testing that I had done the day that I was diagnosed, I've got that same testing on the Monday. So I've got to go in fully fasted for blood tests and DEXA scans and MRIs and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow. Just pump out a 30-25 on the Sunday and get the ticker tested on the Monday.
Yeah, thankfully, all my testing's been done on the bike, so probably a bit like because there's no way I could do it like a VO2 max test on the Monday running.
How many athletic clubs have inquired about your services? 4 rounds left on the XCR season. Some tight battles.
None.
Sure. None on the DMs.
I've inquired.
Well,
officially, have you?
Well, what do you mean officially?
I love that you're up and about the Geelong Cats again. Now they're in the promotion window.
I inquired. Croaks, you.
It does bring back some memories of 2019 where the Bats were in Div 2 and they were looking to get promoted, and I did put on a Bendigo singlet.
Didn't help us though.
You know the history of wearing Geelong singlet.
I don't think we did.
They got the
did COVID hurt? Did COVID?
No. They got the like lift up on the shoulders sort of deal. Like no, they got the cheeky back. You got the cheeky back of the office shady deal to go up.
No, we didn't. So 2000.
I think you did.
No, so 2020 that season got cancelled, and then 2021 they only had like 4 rounds, and we were smashing everyone in the 4 rounds in Divi 2, like even smashing the Premier Division teams. And then they said, "Well, we've done 4 rounds. You guys can be the winner of Div 2," and we went up in 2023.
Did they drop someone that year?
I don't know. I don't think they dropped someone. I think they just had an extra team in Premier Division, which was us. And then we won 2023, 2024. Maybe. Yeah.
Croaks, the boys were asking yesterday whether you join like some of the greats in pulling on Geelong singlet.
Well, I thought I wasn't in the good books down there after the old, 10 hours a week chat.
12.
Oh, mate, that's just runners in general. That's just the entire country.
That's
not Geelong. Geelong would absolutely have you. And they said, "Oh, we can't pay for him. Do you reckon he'd do it?" And I've said, "That's a big ask for Brad Croker, but I reckon he probably would." That.
Yeah. See, I'm waiting for Melbourne Uni. I know they've got plenty of brown paper bags. They're generally pretty good for it.
Sandringham, surely Sandringham get in touch.
I don't think they need me.
No, Croaks, you want to run for a club that's just got culture. Like you're going to be one of the team there.
I think I'm better off just being an individual.
Yeah, not for Geelong. You're not better off. That doesn't help us at all, actually.
Are you running it, are you, Moose?
I think I'm going to run, yeah. I think I'm going to.
Yes. Brad, Nick Earl, you.
Oh,
this is
I'll be good. Watching. You'll be going past me on that second lap.
I just love that you're going to be out there.
I'm just going to be cheering from the pack.
When's the last time we all raced in the one race? Berlin 2017. Croaks didn't even race that day.
Yeah.
Really?
Serious. When was the last time we all stood on the same start line?
I don't think we have.
Oh, first time.
That's wild.
Since 2017.
Because even when I came down to do Lakeside 10K in 2019, Moose was getting ready for World Champs.
I was jogging.
He was running around. Yeah.
Now, you and I have done it a couple of times, Croaks. Me and Moose have done it a couple of times, but I don't think all three of us.
Me and Croaks have never done it.
Since the podcast started. You did back in like 2012 or something, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I fucked him up at a few races.
We did a 5K, yeah. Came over the top of me in the straight.
There's YouTube of that. Don't worry.
Do you reckon you'll be in your top 6, Moose? Or depends how many people you bring in.
Mate, that's my number one goal, to be in the top 6.
See, and that brings the best out of the whole team too. Like, you might be really your 9th guy, but there's 6 guys panicking that they're not going to be in the top 6 and you're going to go past them.
There's only so much running as a team can do to lift the team up. It's not like sure, you can get around someone and help them through a dark patch, whatever. But realistically, the higher you finish, the better your points are. So if you got 6 blokes finishing as high as possible, then that is going to see you as high as possible in the overall standings.
I think it does bring more out of you though when, like, especially for me now, and like, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be part of a team down there, but like I've spoken about so many times where racing, like these days, like I couldn't give a shit whether I never raced again. But when you know that you're part of a team and that you're contributing to that, it's much easier to then like push at the back end of a race versus, I don't really care about this too much. Like so, 100%, definitely helps.
100%. Bundoora on the weekend would have been the classic example. How easy would it be to switch off halfway when you're coming 100th and you're just having a shit time in the fucking mud and it's cold and you're not fit, and then every person that goes past you is another point that another team gets. Yeah, that's real cross country, isn't it? Mm. That's why we do it.
That's why you do it. You come into that stadium at Lakeside, 300 metres on the track. There's just people kicking down and you're like, I've got to be kicking down too. You don't want your team to lose by 1 point and know that you lost 5 spots in the last 100 metres. That's the fear.
I wonder if, Craig, you do it for a pair of shoes?
Well, he's going to be there anyway. He's going to pay his rego though.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I mean.
It's actually not that expensive. Like, I've slagged it off in the past. It was only like $220 or something, Croaks. Plus, you'd have to enter the race.
Pay your rego, Croaks,
we'll look into it.
And I'll sort you out with some shoes.
Who do the Border Raiders play this week?
Who's that?
Not the Border Raiders? That's the Echuca Moama soccer team. The Canberra Raiders. Who do they play?
They got the South Sydney Rabbitohs this weekend.
I reckon put $200 on them to win. Whatever you get back, that pays for your registration. Could be something in this.
Could be a podcast investment, Brady, I reckon, just for content. I reckon we could pay his rego from the podcast.
Can we get a sponsor?
That, actually.
What about a GoFundMe? The richest bloke in Canberra has a GoFundMe to pay his registration. Bloke lives in a $4.5 million house, but we started GoFundMe. Got carpet in his shed.
Let's get on top of his Achilles this week.
Your turn,
If I'm running with my body, you can run with your body. My week, I had the best week I've had in a very long time.
Oh, good.
We can tell you're up and about.
Entering races.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was like fit or anything, but I ran 64K. 64? See, my Strava's all messed up. I never get to see it until Monday when I look back. 64K. It did have 2 long runs for me in it. I did the Monday long run job. So Monday long run, Sunday long run. On Monday, I got home from the Gold Coast the night before real late. So woke up, got stuck into work, and then got out, call it early lunch, ran town loop basically, which is this big lap at Anglesea, and I was just feeling good. I was just running along real slow, just cruising. I took my shirt off in this run. In the middle of winter, in July, I'm running along with my shirt on. That's how good of a day this was. I got very tired towards the end. This was the longest I'd run since all year. So I did start to feel it towards the end, and up at the very end, like up this big long hill. So yeah, I was feeling the lack of endurance there, but that was good. It gave me a bit of confidence. I didn't get sore or anything. I had a day off.
Jeff Risley gave you a bit of a dig here, running at 10:44 a.m.
Imagine that, mate. I've done more work before I started that run in a week than he would do in a month. It's unbelievable. A bloke like that will carry on. Yeah, 10:44. Geez, that's like 4 hours of work for me. Had a day off. Then I had DOMs from that run on Monday. I had sore quads, so I just jogged up and down, cruised it, and then I thought, oh well, if I'm going to just run 6K, I might do 2 days in a row, consecutive days. And so I did a workout. I went down to the bottom of the hill. I got these New Balance shoes. They're still under embargo, like they're not released yet, so I can't really talk about them. But they're a new shoe in their range. They're kind of like a mishmash of a couple that exist. I really wanted to try them because I feel like they're going to play a big part in a lot of runners' quivers. But yeah, it's I can't really get into it.
On New Balance, though, they need this, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do need.
They need a Lancer. I'm just thinking about New Balance the other day when I saw your notes, and I'm like, I could go to the Bendigo long run, 45 people, no one's wearing a New Balance. Like I don't know, like other than the sponsored athletes, I'm not sure if anyone's putting on a New Balance shoe to race.
It's been even like 5 or 6 years. I reckon it's been since I've run in a New Balance shoe. Like, oh, yeah.
I don't even hear that much about New Balance anymore.
Like, used to love I remember we got the 1080 at one point. And I thought that, there was a period there where the 1080 I thought was a really good shoe. Like,
the Vongo, remember that one?
Yeah, yeah.
I still mow the lawns in that. That's a really good fit, that shoe.
They did have some belters, and they used to do real well in the training department. But unfortunately, they've got sort of sucked into this softness world where everything got softer and a bit mushy, and they've like increased forefoot stacks and lowered the heel, and they haven't nailed it for quite a while in that area. And even their race product hasn't quite been there. But yeah, they've got this. This is the shoe that I felt like they're gonna hit with. Hang
on, Alex Yee's New Balance, isn't he?
Yeah. He is.
Yeah. Okay, so that is one star that you see running fast in New Balance.
Yeah. Graham Blanks is New Balance.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Jake Whiteman.
Emma Coburn.
Spikes.
Yeah, the track's not really. Funnily, the track doesn't really give you confidence the shoes are good, does it? Because
like the minute Croak said that name, I'm just like, that's not in the category I'm looking for.
Yeah. The category is someone out there winning Gold Coast Marathon. That's the category I'm looking for.
Yeah, or even just give me a top 10 at a major.
Yeah. Anyway, 5 by 6 minutes, I think it was. It was freezing. So shirt was on. Actually, really nice shirt. Got this Addy Zero t-shirt. It's like a t-shirt made out of their like top end race singlet. Beautiful singlet. And you see these 3 lines down the side. They're like strong bits of tape. They hold the shirt. Never considered this before, but they give the shirt structure down the side of your body, and so you don't feel like you don't have this shirt that just flails everywhere. It's very intuitive. I like it. I'll be wearing it a lot more. It's called the Addy Zero t-shirt or something. Probably should know that. Anyway, the workout was pretty good. I did start to get high heart rate towards the last lap, and so I had to slow down. But my laps were 3:35, 3:28, 3:31, and then 3:37, and back to 3:30. And I was keeping the heart rate pretty well. Towards the end, I'm going to say like it did creep up a little bit, but still, this was an indication the fitness was coming along for me. It was 4 degrees, but it did feel colder than that. Would have had a day off after that. I did. And then, jogged another 30 minutes on the Friday, Saturday. And then got out on the Sunday and ran the long run. So got down to the long run. I wasn't even planning on coming down here, but I woke up and thought, oh, you know what? I could probably make the group long run today. And good group, solid numbers, solid chat. It's always tough for us to get females along. Not exactly sure why, but we had Sky Alice there with Ali. So a couple of high-level female distance runners, which was cool. Chat was good. Talked about cross country. Got this real rip dude down there. Talked about the gym.
Just going through the all the comments here from this photo that you put up.
Is he the guy in the photo?
The guy on the far right.
Fucking hell.
Quadzilla.
Mate, first thing that I saw when I put this photo up, I'm like, whoa, have a look at those things.
And I love it. He's gone here because someone's gone save some quads for the rest of us. 2421, that's his bib number. And then Ben Finlay as participant 2421. I'll take the compliments. Thanks, lads.
Yeah. And I love that the uniform's like navy or dark blue and white, and he's rolling red, black shorts. It's just a real hooker me behavior with those shorts. Surely owns a pair of black or like dark blue pants.
Isn't there some uniform regulation around that? I'm not sure if there is or not.
I think they've relaxed that the last couple of years.
Obviously, if he's getting away with that.
They have in New South Wales as well. I remember where, like Sydney Uni, people got disqualified if they weren't wearing white shorts or white tights, if they were wearing black shorts. But they've, obviously relaxed that because I wore black tights for the New South Wales 5K champs.
The Geelong Cats have gone through a full rebuild though, Croaks. Like scrolling through these faces here, it's, there's not many familiar faces. There's no Brett Colemans, Nick Whiteman, Pete Kerrs.
Yeah, you're talking.
Brenton Rose not here. Ryan Christians.
That's because we're getting old. That's because we're getting old.
It's great to see.
But it's no different if I go to Sydney 10, and that's sort of getting back to the whole. It's really hard to get fired up head-to-head racing now because most of the people that I used to race against when I was like younger and used to have those rivalries, they don't run anymore. So like I'm in a race now, and there's a heap of 20 to 30-year-olds. I'm like, well, I don't really care if you beat me. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, that's why I go with first dad. If I can be first dad at XCR races, I take that. And then if you can't be first dad, you go first dad of 2 kids. And then if you get beaten by someone who's got 2 kids, you go, well, do you have a boy and girl? I'll be the first dad who's got a boy and a girl. So Moose is going to win first twins pretty much every race.
I'm a lock.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else with twins out there doing that sort of running. Troopy had twins. But, I don't win that fastest marathoner with twins. Anyway, I ran 21K, fellas, and I got out there, and at one point I was like, shit, I'm a long way from the car now, and I've already run as far as I'm supposed to run. So I had to get home to the car, and I was like, I'm no alpha on that long run anymore. I'm following the leader, so I don't get to make the calls. So I just followed the long run home and got 21K and thought, I could be back here. I got a bit more poppy as the run went on, and I started to realize, hey, I could be winning this long run in 3 weeks.
150 average heart rate might indicate you got a little bit further to go, Moose.
Or was it 150? 400 meters, Croaks. 400 meters is pretty hilly.
I would also suggest for your goal of being consistent, maybe trying to win the long run is not the smartest idea. Let's just try and finish the long run.
That was a joke.
That's not though. I know your competitiveness on your local long run.
That was a great joke that you guys don't get.
No, I got it, but I also know you're a dickhead on the long run.
No, anyway, that was so 64K. Vented 4 races. I'm back.
Paid your AV registration.
I haven't done that yet. I'm hoping the World Champ reps get some sort of discount.
There should be, shouldn't there?
Past even premiership winners with the
previous premiers. If you win the premiership, you should get your rego for free the next year.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon.
No, the rich get richer, you reckon?
Just reward them with something. They don't do any promo of the competition, so they may as well give them a free rego.
Well, I went looking for YouTube today. I'm like, I'm going to watch Bundoora. I'm going to get a bit of insight into what it was like. And the old ASFIC TV's finished.
Don't do the videos anymore.
I used to love that
stories
boring commentator. Remember the commentator's voice?
Yeah, was it Paul Jeans?
I don't know his name, but he had the same voice for like 20 years of those videos.
And the like background jazz music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there must be a directive to like, let's not promote like the top end. Like, let's go for the rec running crowd. Because they never go, here's the ladders. Like, here's well done to Logan Janetzki for winning Bundoora. Yeah. Like, they're very selective to like stay away from that. When I won that Calder Park relays the other week, and when I say when I won it, I ran the last leg. There was just it was just Andy clapping me as I crossed the line. I'm like, where's the atmosphere? Where's the cameras? Where's the actual TV? Nothing. I had a big celebration planned and there was no one there to even pull it out.
What was your Sally? What were you going with?
Do the bat wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kiss a couple of kiss the hands a couple of times, wave to the crowd and then the bat wings. But
you got like a one-hand bat wing, like some sort of like...
Yeah.
Remember the old AH Elite?
That's the one. Yeah.
Wings.
Throw up the wings like that.
Oh, you're just going to take their thing.
There was just Andy standing there. I'm like, this would be embarrassing if I just do this celebration to Andy.
It wouldn't have been embarrassing otherwise.
So that makes sense now why you entered Sydney Marathon, Brady. You finished the relay and like, where are all the cameras? I'm like, I know where the cameras are. Sydney Marathon, get me there.
Sydney. You know how the influencers do that too, Croaks, when it's like, here's my like Google Drive or my Dropbox file. Please send me any footage you got of me on the course.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that this year for sure.
Wait, I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, all the influencers do it.
Izzy.
Oh,
yeah. Ben is running, does it all the time. Like that's how they get their content. It's a pretty smart idea. Yeah.
But that means anyone could drop any sort of image in there. That's very, very risky stuff.
That's not a bad idea. Let's do that next time.
That is very risky. I'm not sure I would be opening up a Dropbox like that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I'll quickly go through this week. Monday, 67 minutes. I had Sean White was in town for Monday, Tuesday. Sean White is like this podiatrist, big dog, got different podiatry clinics like in the Bendigo region, Echuca region, has a Tesla, so drives around to the different clinics. Anyway, he was up for a couple of nights. This bloke's 47, Moose. 47 years old. 47.
How old are you, Croaks?
46 next month.
So it's like Croaks.
But the opposite to Croaks, that he come into running really late. Like Sinead Diver kind of like, you know, that kind of like story that played high level footy.
So his body's still okay.
Yeah, well, he is flying.
Played footy. Do you know what? Footy ruins bodies.
Yeah, he was playing footy, Golden Square Seniors too, like good club in Bendigo back in the day. Anyway, we jogged for 67 minutes Monday morning. 4:20s, way too fast, but we got rolling. 30 minutes in the afternoon, 4:43s. Then I met up with him early on Tuesday. Now, he ran 15:14 over summer for 5K. Croaks ran 15:10, didn't you, Croaks?
Yeah.
This guy, they made him put spikes on. Never worn spikes, was warming up, wanted to run in his super shoes, said, no, you're going to have to get some spikes on. Had to borrow a pair of spikes. So this guy, like, I know Croaks and Steve Deneen get a lot of their over 45 hype, Moose, but there's other guys out there in the world like Sean White who needs to be highlighted for running good times.
I might be team Sean White here. Not if Croaks puts a Geelong singlet on.
If you listen to Ali Pashley's recap of Ballarat, they ran together the whole way. He ran 2:30 with Ali. So
did he beat her?
I think he dropped Ali around the lake and then Ali pulled him back and went past him with like 500 metres to go. Yeah.
Croaks would never let that happen though.
Yeah, true. He's got some, like 2:30. He's got some time to take off the marathon if he's running 15:10. So we did a workout 3 by 8 minutes, 3 by 5 minutes, 3 by 3 minutes, all off 1 minute walk. We were 3:24, 3:25, 3:24 for the 8 minutes, then 3:17, 3:15, 3:15 for the 5s, and then 3:08, 3:04, 3:02 for the 3 minutes. Love doing these sessions where you're just like small recoveries. Like it's still like 15K, get to cut down a bit towards the end. And that was the first time I think I worked out that I've done a workout with somebody this year.
I was thinking that.
When you sit behind someone, I'm like, oh my gosh, this feels so much easier. I don't think since I had my stress injury last year, and that was September. So like a good 9 months, 10 months since I've done a workout with someone. So good feeling. I was like, mate, move up here, please. Like we can be training partners.
I reckon it's a cheat code training with people.
Yeah.
Although, like, better. I mean, Croaks, Craig's would never train with someone like
he
that.
gets on the treadmill 3 times a week.
But I do think that it makes like the perception of effort is so much lower when someone's around you and you've got distraction through socializing.
Yeah, and we just took it like I did the first 8, he did the second 8. Like it was just like every second rep, you just lead the whole thing and the person sits in. And I'd sit behind him and like, we're doing this too slow. Like he's got to pick it up. Then I'd look down at my watch, perfect pacing. So
Don't you run next to each other?
Nah, so we just was like we were running next to each other. And then it's like, well, you kind of half stepping each other. And I'd just much prefer to be like, you're in charge of this. I'm switching off. Then I'll be in charge of it. You switch
Really?
off.
That's weird.
It is weird if you're not like I get it if you're on the track, you just get in behind the person. But if you're out on the road, I'd get like that session that we did together, Moose, in Bathurst. It's like I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'll just sit behind you this 6 minute.
No, that's
you
strange.
You're sort of just running next to each other.
Archie
Very
and I would do the
strange.
same when Archie used to live here. I'm like, just take ownership, and then the other person can switch off.
No, you do it together. You don't do it.
Well, we're doing it together, but we're just one step behind each other, not next to each other. Because then
Like,
what
maybe
happens
if
if
the
someone's
weather-
pushing
like-
the pace?
I reckon if the weather was like terrible and massive winds, then yeah, it's like, okay, to make this
Yeah.
easier on all of us, let's have one person lead and somebody sit behind. But if the weather's good, I would have thought you just run side by side.
But then that's what I'm doing every other week.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I want to switch off in a workout for once. So maybe that's why. Anyway, that was good having him. 35 minutes in the afternoon that day. 16K in the morning on Wednesday, 35 minutes in the afternoon. Thursday was 65 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the afternoon. Then Friday was my second workout of the week. I did 4 by 6 minutes, 4 by 3 minutes, 8 by 75 seconds. This was one that I ripped off my program from last year that Dan Nash gave me. I just wanted to compare notes, like do the same workout, similar paces, see what your heart rate's doing. And this showed I was a bit fitter than this time last year. Well, off the workout. You're never really sure how heavy and stuff you are going into it when you're comparing this kind of stuff. But this looked all right on paper. Saturday was 70 minutes. And then Sunday went down to Colbernabon again, Corop, in between Bendigo and Echuca. Ran 33K solo, 4:16s. Got about 440 metres of climbing, I think. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Listened to Moose do an interview, Croaks. This
He's on the tour, is he?
young entrepreneur down
Oh,
in
that one.
Geelong. Yeah, I saw you promoting it on Instagram. I'm like, oh yeah, this will get me through my first hour and a bit of this solo long run. And then I flicked on a beast mode for the last hour.
Beast mode. Yeah, would have got you pumped listening to that interview. Give you a bit of a pump up, didn't I? Said, Brady, tell me your tales. People have been listening to that now.
Yeah, I got an email the other day actually because I've turned on like ads on it. So like it has like, you know, when you listen to podcasts and they just insert the ads.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, this is Toyota, get your new runaway. Anyway, so I got an email from the podcast mob and they're like, yeah, we owe you $100 through the ads that we've played on your podcast for the last 3 years. I'm like, how good is this? $100.
That is
So
good.
some people still listen to it. So yeah,
It's
that was
worth
good.
going back. It's worth going back.
Some gold there. Yeah.
Mm.
So that was a week, 166K. Got a blood test though, boys. No good. Ferritin, 26. You know iron scores, Moose. You know what that means. Actually
Yeah.
surprised I'm running as good as I am, actually. 26 is quite low.
Well, some people will not even notice 26 and some people it will affect them.
I think I notice it when I go to, like, when I was starting to run those 3-minute reps at 3:05 pace, I'm like, all right, this feels like I've got a bit of something just holding me back at time. Like, I've got to work really hard to get down to 3:05s. So
You find it hard to get out of bed?
no, well,
I do.
yeah. I don't know how much I just am used to it though. Like you just live with, you're tired because you're busy and you got 2 kids and you run 100-mile weeks. Like if that just becomes, that's just what life is.
Yeah, it's different to that though.
Yeah.
Like I've seen Bree, and when Bree's like very low iron, that's the thing that you can
She'd
see.
be anemic too though, wouldn't she? Like she'd be rolling at ferritin of 8.
Yeah, very lows.
I think 25. Well, they recommend you don't go under 30. And then athletes, it's meant to be like 50.
Yeah.
So like, which is good because, you know, when you get the doctors send you the old, like, please book in to discuss your recent blood test. I'm like, okay, something's up here. But you can look it up now on that My Health record.
Remember when you couldn't get a boner and you had to take pills?
Well, that was you. That was your testosterone, wasn't
Low
it?
No, you were on the testosterone.
You can't be on testosterone. That's illegal. It's a banned
What were you
substance.
taking? You were taking it.
I wasn't taking testosterone.
What were you taking then? Growth hormone or something?
I wasn't taking anything.
You definitely thought you were taking something.
I have never taken testosterone. You can't be throwing around claims like that.
He definitely was, wasn't he, Croaks?
Back early days, I remember I did have low testosterone, but I had to put on weight. I was like weighing like 56 kilos. So I had to like this. I don't even know if it was podcast days, but I had to have like 12 weeks of like 80K a week and had to put on like 3 kilos. Because my
and take testosterone.
You can't take testosterone.
Yeah, of course you can.
No, you can't. It's a banned substance.
Well, who's testing you?
Yeah, still, I wouldn't take testosterone and still.
But you got a physical.
I do not have. That was like years ago, and I've had it tested heaps since, and it's been fine.
No. What do you call that? Like a
disability.
Nah, like when you're deficient, you got a deficiency. Testosterone
I think
deficiency.
even if I don't think you can get TUEs for testosterone.
Oh, absolutely, you could.
No, I don't think you can.
But that's
Definitely can't.
Yeah, maybe not. But I mean, I'd rather be a healthy person and get boners and just like not like just be low in testosterone and not be.
Luckily enough, I don't have any problems with erections, which is good. So,
do you ever go for regular blood tests, Moose?
Nah, I don't.
What about Croaks? Like, got this badge of honor that he's never had a blood test. He's like, and I'm like,
No,
this is not a healthy thing, Croaks.
Had blood tests. My badge of honor was I've never had a stressy in our group chat the other day.
When he gets these little Achilles niggles and gets sick, he gets really angry in the group chat.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's like having a crack at me because I got a blood test. So yeah. I'll absolutely. If I get this infusion before Albert Park, Croaks, just put you on notice that I could smash you.
You should smash me. You should smash me. I'm an old man.
Working 100 hours a week here. I'm up against a full-time athlete.
You should go and get that straight away.
I booked in next Monday. I'm going to Melbourne for it.
Have a look at your miles, mate. You're running 160K a week.
Yeah.
You're going to Melbourne for it.
Yeah, I've documented my issues with trying to get a iron infusion in the past on this podcast. You know how doctors are like, nah, just give, like my local GP was like, nah, just supplement it. I'm like, and then you got to get referrals and this. And I just found a GP who knows running well, and he knows that I've have issues with the guts if I try to supplement. And then I've supplemented before, like double the dosage for like 6 weeks, and it's like moved like 3.
I mean, I'm with you. I'm not saying don't get the infusion. I'm saying that's what, a 7-hour round trip.
Yeah.
It
will be 7 hours.
That is insane that you cannot find a doctor between there and Echuca to give you a freaking infusion.
Probably can, but it's like you got to book in and you got to tell them your story, and then they want to give you a fresh blood test, and then it's like they want to see that, and then they'll be like I've had a gastrostrophy, I've had the celiac test, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a guy I know when I book in, I don't need to do any of that bullshit. He's like, strap you in, get you done, go home.
Yeah, it's probably worth 7 hours if you beat Croaks at Albert Park.
Yeah. Iron, boner tablets, one-stop shop.
I'm not on the boner tablets. Can't believe I'm going to be living with this for the rest of the year too. Someone's going to be yelling out. You know what happened at Albert Park? Someone will be on the side of the road at Albert Park saying like, how's your stiffy going, Brady, or something like that.
Like,
the next marathon I do, it's not going to be. It won't be relax your jaw. It'll be relax your heart on. I can tell you this shit already. I'll do Sydney Marathon for a bit of fun. I'm going to now hear that 100 times.
Now you will. Now you've said that, you will.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm telling you. I knew.
Oh, gold. Didn't think we were going there tonight.
Yeah. Let's talk about some lovely Patreon supporters we have. Hey, kick things off, Croaks.
All right, I've got Tom Easton. He's from Adelaide. And his clubs on Strava are the Long Beach Run Club and Somerton Slugs. He's run 19:21 at the West Beach Park Run, 89:06 at the recent Gold Coast Half, and 3:19:55 at last year's Ballarat Marathon. He's a dad, and I think he's also a landscape designer. So, thanks for your support, Tom, and congratulations on your half marathon PB 2 weeks ago. No, just over a week ago.
He's updated them after your criticism last week.
Yeah, mate. I should get my money back for that.
I don't do them on the Monday So, and to be fair, it's like these Patreons that we're giving shout outs to now, they've been Patreon supporters for quite some time. So
Yeah, good people.
Thanks for your ongoing support.
Well, I have Elise Kerr. Are we going Elise or Alice?
I probably would have went Alice.
Alice. It's with a Y though.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll go Alice. Must be like a hippie, come from a hippie family. Alice Kerr from Adelaide. All right, kind of explains a little bit. Alice Kerr has Strava's locked down. According to her Strava bio, she is part of the Vulcan Run Club. That sounds pretty cool. And there's PBs of 1950 for 5K, 42:26 for 10K, 97 minutes for the half marathon, and 3:27 for the marathon distance. We think she's a resource manager for the Australian Department of Defence. From Adelaide, lives in Canberra though, Croaks?
Find her on Strava.
Canberra based for that?
No, I think there's defence all over the country.
Yeah, but where are you seeing this? Strava's locked down, so.
I think that would have been LinkedIn, I reckon.
Okay.
Thank you, Alice, for your support.
Or Elise.
I'm going to thank James Sieber from Albury, up there in the Murray River. Let me know, James, is it full up there? Because it's starting to flood down here. And what you guys have, we get in about a week's time.
That's how long it takes to get from there to there.
It takes a while. Yeah.
A week.
Oh, look, I've just thrown a number out there. I don't know if that's exact. Google it while I thank James Croaks. How long does the water take to get from Albury to Moama?
Surely not a week.
It's a long way.
A week is like, can't be a week.
Well, let's say the over-under is like 5 days and I'm closer to right. It's got to, it floods in like different areas as it goes too. Like we don't get all of it. It's got to get through the Barmer Choke.
It goes that way, does it?
What do you mean? Comes down. Comes from Albury down to Moama.
Are you like more south than them?
As the river goes, and then it goes out Adelaide. Like that's where the mouth of it is.
Brady,
South Australia, somewhere.
Google the AI overview says water typically takes about 7 to 14 days to flow from Albury to Echuca along the Murray River.
You were wrong, Brady. It takes longer than that.
For a river distance of approximately 480 kilometres.
Well, that's a long way.
A lot of twists and turns on the river.
That's so much further than I thought it was between those two places.
Yeah. I know when it was like 2022 and there was all those floods happening, we were just like, it was like, nah, it's going to peak in 2 days. And it's like, it hasn't peaked yet. It's going to peak in another 2 days. Like it just takes some time to get here.
I love how you live there, Brady, but Moose thinks he's the expert.
Yeah.
Classic Moose.
He wasn't sure though, was he?
Yeah, I hesitated.
Yeah, there was no confidence there.
Anyway, James, let me know what the river's like up there in Albury. His ran is quick, 16:24 for 5K. His fastest 10K came during the 2024 Ballarat XCR 15K. Oh, yeah. I reckon Moose's one of his fastest 10Ks also come from Ballarat.
Yeah, but there's no timing mats out there, is there, for that stuff?
Yeah, go with your Strava, though. He ran 52 flat for 15K that day. He's also ran 79 minutes at the 2024 2xU wellness run. And we think he does a fair bit of trail running, and he is a running and strength coach. Good work, James. Fast guy. Plenty of hills up there in Albury and a river. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters for their support. Patreon.com/Inside Running Podcast is the place to support us. This week on Patreon, the Road to Somewhere team are back, which would be good. Elly was up at Gold Coast. Leanne was up there. Not sure what Nick's been doing, but he'll talk about that. The Adam Diddick interview as well. That'll be available Tuesday instead of this Saturday, so we'll get that to you early. Croaks, we got a couple of weeks to get a Q&A episode before the end of July. The OG monthly boys, now the World Cup's over. That's all those two boys talk about in our group chat. Just football
I thought Chris was moving house. I thought that's why he's under the pump.
Yeah, he is moving house. I think he's in between houses at the moment, maybe living at his parents or something for a while. He's also under the pump. He's a busy man as well, but we'll deliver some bonus content. Runner News. This week's Runner News segment is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. Over to you, Croaks.
Yeah, so we had the Monaco Diamond League. Only a few distance events there. We'll start off with the men's 1,000 metres. There was always talk that Wanyonyi was going to try and break the world record here, which was set by Noah Yen back in like 1999. So Noah won the 2000 Olympics, 1500 meters, beat El Garouge. And yeah, Wanyonyi, he did get the job done. He ran 2:11.83, broke the world record by 0.13 of a second. Jake Whiteman was the only guy in the field that really went with him, finished second in 2:12.77, and that puts him number 5 all time. We had Aussie Daniel Williams in the race. He was 9th in 2:16.41. So that broke Cam Myers' under 20 Oceania record by 0.84 of a second and moves him to number 5 all time under 20. So pretty good result there. Daniel, I think that's like Daniel's second overseas race ever. He's obviously gearing up for World Juniors.
Third race. He won his first 800, then he went to pre, and then this is number 3. There's the way that Wanyonyi closed this, unbelievable given how the pace they were kicking off. Like his last 50 meters was full on sprint, and he was actually getting faster without looking like that fatigued 800 like time trial appearance that you normally see. It's sort of it makes me, when he steps up to this 15, like, or if he ever does, there's definitely potential there because he was kicking off that pace. He was like the strongest in the field, and he's the 800 guy.
It also shows how good that Noah Yen was. Like the fact that, like, we know how good Wanyonyi is, and he only broke it by 0.13 of a second. And this was set back in 1999.
I never know about this bike you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Women's 3,000 meters. So we had Jess Hull in the race, but she was only pacing. So she paced the first 1,800 meters. The only person that was really there past the first kilometre was Agnes Ngetich. They basically ran 2:42 kilometre pace for the first 2 kilometres, which put her right on the world record pace of 8:06. She just faded a little bit in the last sort of couple of laps. She won easily though. She ran 8:08.95, puts her number 3 all time and 2.8 seconds off the world record. Boakay was second in 8:23, and Faith Kipyegon was 4th in 8:24. I've just put in the notes here that the French national record got broken by Cassandra Beaugrand. So she won the last Olympic triathlon gold medal. So she finished 8th in 8:32, which I thought was like, we know, Alex Yee, incredible triathlete, great runner as well. But I thought, 8:32, that would rank her 5th fastest Aussie all time, in between Rose Davies and Lauren Ryan. So I thought that was a pretty good run. And then that's the fastest 3K athlete they've ever had in their nation's history, and also their best triathlete they've ever had. Yeah, so it's just amazing now. And I've said it a few times to people that, back in the day, I reckon triathletes were solid at all 3, but I wouldn't say that they were ever really world class at any of them. Whereas now, to be the top, you have to be pretty close to being world class in all aspects. Yeah, which is pretty impressive. All right, men's 5,000 meters. We had Kai Robinson in this one, and he was fairly aggressive early on. He was sort of slotted in right behind the pacemakers. He started to struggle in between 2 and 3K, and a little bit of a gap formed between the pacemakers and him. And so Lobalu, he went around, and Kai just continued to sort of struggle and fall off the back. In the end, he got the win in 12:52.54. Beat Graham Blanks. And I reckon with 40 or 50 to go, Blanks looked like he was actually going to hold on and win, but Lobalu came real late. Blanks was second, 12:52.6, so 600ths of a second. Kai was 11th in 13:26. And speaking of Alex, he was 12th in 13:27. So, Kai obviously wouldn't be real happy with that race coming off his Australian record.
I mean, something's got to be up there.
He looked terrible.
Did he?
Yeah. As soon as he went out the back door. He
Must
was
have been sick or something.
You hope something's wrong. Like in that regard, like you hope he's got a virus. You hope that, yeah.
Has raced a lot, hasn't he?
Oh, not that much,
Hasn't
though,
he?
has he? No, I don't reckon he has. Like, I reckon there was a big period there where he didn't race much at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's raced a lot. He ran that 5K then.
Well, he also got the 10K, didn't he? Like he got the 10K, and then did he keep racing through?
No, I reckon he had a break. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I reckon he went well cross and then nothing for ages, came out and broke the 10K, then had a bit of a break, and then he's done a couple of 5Ks.
Yeah, okay. Because the 10K would have been like March, April.
I can have a look on his...
Have a look, because that's a long time to still be up.
But also, it just goes to show how hard it is, I think, to be consistent at this level. You know, like...
Croaks has ran 40 seconds off his best. Like, this is a shocker.
Yeah.
40
Absolute.
seconds at 5K.
The way he went out the back door, there's got to be something wrong with him.
Has to be an explanation.
So let's have a look here. Yeah, so basically we ran World Cross on the 10th of January. Then you did a couple of, you did Milrose Games. Did like the 2 mile there, 8:08, finished 4th. Then nothing till the end of March where he broke the Australian 10K record. And then he ran 12:50 on the 10th of June. And then nothing till the 3rd of July, which was the 2 miles at pre, and then this one.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
not heaps. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races. No, 6 races this year.
Yep. Hey, I'll take you to XCR Bundoora. This is the state cross country champs. Georgia Hansen turned the tables on Nat Rule, who beat her the week before at the Gold Coast 10K. Georgia ran 35:40. Nat Rule 36:06. Catherine Dowie 36:24. Sandringham with a team score of 34. Incredible. That's so low. They beat Box Hill in the points.
So question, Brady.
Yeah.
And Croaks. Which are you giving more credit to? Like, what would you rather be, Bundoora champ or Gold Coast 10K champ?
If I was these two athletes, Bundoora, because they've grown up with the XCR scene, and Bundoora is important to them.
2 Victorians.
Yeah. And if it was me as well, I'd probably prefer to win Bundoora, knowing that I've raced there for 20 years.
State champs.
Than Gold Coast 10K.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I think, I think back in the day, definitely like the state cross, but I just feel like I feel like cross country in this sport is slowly dying. Like you only got to look at the New South Wales results, and like you're getting like 20 people in a race, like for an open championship, and that's actually including some Masters athletes as well.
I do think it was a bad move that they put this a week after Gold Coast, though. Like both of the events.
You got to put it sometime.
Give them some space between them.
It's always event. You got to pack 10 events in. I reckon less events in this season.
Yeah, maybe
I think the cross country season's too many events, and that's why you get people like having trouble signing up because they're like, oh fuck, 10 events. I'm going to have to travel from Bendigo to Melbourne 10 times basically, or like Geelong up. I reckon if you made it 6 events, you get higher quality athletes at each event. There's more prestige to it. You get a lot more people showing up for it. It's more affordable.
Mm.
So what would your events be, Moose? If you're looking at a cross country season, I reckon so you got cross country relays, road relays, a cross country champs, a 10K road, half marathon.
Well, you
15K.
Start with the ones you need and work back. So you start with Bundoora, which is absolutely the best, most prestigious of the rest.
Yeah.
And then this is a cross-country season. It's not road racing season. Gels Relay for me is next. That is the iconic, team-based, everyone loves it. You get the track athletes there. You get the long athletes in. It's team building, put at the start of the year as well. So I've got Gels and Bundoora in there. Now, I don't feel like you need road events in the cross-country season. Like, I feel like it could almost be a separate season, or you could just do the Albert Park 10K run by AV. Great. Doesn't need to be a road race. Doesn't need to be part of the cross-country calendar, though. I think you need, like,
for me, even years ago, like road and cross country went together in the same season because of the weather, longer races. I think the road fits in there quite well, because if you're talking about having 6 races, like why do you want six different cross country distances or whatever?
All right, I'll pay you 2 road races.
Yeah. So okay. So half marathon and a 10K.
Yeah, I don't think you need 15K. I like the idea of the longer cross country race, the 10 miler. Bring it back, the heritage round. Like it doesn't have to be. That's one where you can have a shorter course if you want. But I like the 10-mile cross country. That's old.
That's old school.
Yeah.
That's
they
called
want the opposite of this. They want how do you get? Let's do an Albert Park 5K to get the park run crowd.
Hey,
let's do a 10K.
This is all leading into my core lord stuff later on. But I want the 10
new segment is promises, Croaks.
I want the 10-mile tempo, the 10-mile cross country back. Because that was awesome. I loved it. And that was talked. We still talk about that. Even the kids don't even know about that.
Two relay events are good. Like, so you got a cross country and a road relay.
Relays, yeah, okay. Bundoora, Giles Park.
Yeah.
10 mile cross country. And then you've got
road relays,
10K, half marathon, 6 events.
Like it.
Pitch that.
Ditch the half marathon.
You don't need a half marathon, nah.
So say go run Gold Coast half or Melbourne half or Ballarat half. You don't need a half.
Have 5 events then.
5 events, yeah.
And then what you have then like I still like the idea of that 5K at Albert Park, because it's a good opportunity to run fast, and there's not that many fast 5K road races. So at some point you need the 5K road and you need the Victorian half marathon champs as well. It's just where you fit those in. Are they just separate?
Put in the Melbourne half marathon like they do that's where the Victorian marathon champs are.
I think you could operate that 5K as a standalone event. Bring the rec runners in that way, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was a men's race as well. Logan Janetzki in some form. He got the win, 31-26. Beat Ben Buckingham, 31-32. Liam Cashin, 31-38. So a big 2 weeks for Liam. Wins the Gold Coast 10K. Then third at Bundoora. Sandringham won the point score there, 64. That's super, super strong score as well. Bendigo bats for a second in 292. But amazingly, a Division 2 team scored a score that would have got them second in Premier Division. Just a pity they're not in Premier Division. But that's the Geelong Cats, who are not in the or the promotion zone in Divi 2, but they're making a late run at it.
Mate, the boys said...
4 rounds to go.
Someone told me yesterday on the long run, they said, we would have come second in Div 1. And I said, absolutely no chance you guys would have come second in Div 1 yesterday. And they're like, I think we did. I'm pretty sure. I'm like,
it was a very weak round. A lot of people didn't rock up.
Unbelievable. But yeah, so I think they've done math on it. They got it. Geelong have to win every round, and we have to rely... I think we have to win every round to go up.
It's Yarra Rangers, isn't it? Who are
Yarra
Rangers.
Trying to go up? Yep, they're also trying, and they're on top right now. I'm pretty sure they're beating us. I mean, if we got a ladder, we'd know, but you know how it is.
Yeah, that takes them a while to update the ladders, which we've spoken about before. But I did. There was an Instagram page, the Aussie Run. Those boys they've put in their own ladder, or I don't know who controls it. Could be some boys, could be some girls.
Pull it up.
They messaged me the other day saying, we'll put a page on our website where we can update the XCR ladders because AV aren't. I'm just trying to find. But I think Yarra was winning and you guys were second.
What's the website? Aussie Run.
Yeah, but I just refreshed it then and it wasn't updated like it.
Oh, come on, boys.
But yesterday it was updated. So, yeah, Yarra Rangers are 83 points and you guys are 76.
That's a big difference.
Sandringham's 64 in Premier Division. Western A is 49. Bats 45. So that's a race for second. Sandringham's got it. Go overseas, boys. Season's over. There was also the New South Wales Cross Country Champs in the women. Kate Spencer won this. This was 7.5K. Is this Nowra, Croaks?
No, it's in Wollongong. They held National Cross there once.
Yep. So Kate got the win there. Emma Ryan was second, nearly a minute behind, 50 seconds behind, 27.02. Katie St. Lawrence third, 27.19. Josh Phillips won the men's, 22.42. Ben Ngandu, I spoke about him a couple of weeks ago, I reckon, 22.50. Isaac Shaw, 22.55. There were 44 people in the open race, which includes 30 to 49-year-olds.
Yeah, and 21 in the women's from opens and 30 to 49 age bracket.
Okay.
Is it because it's in Wollongong? Is it like the state's so big that it's hard to get to, or what's the go?
We've been here before. The culture just isn't there in New South Wales, is it?
Yeah, most people just don't care about it. It's it's pretty, especially when you consider like you go to any park run and you're getting hundreds of people. Like this is a state championship, and you're getting 21 women from under 20, outside of under 20s, all the way up to what age bracket did I say there? 30 to 49.
49.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good.
What news have you got, Moose, before we move on?
The Morton Games tends to be a real Aussie hotspot over there. In the mile, Sam Prakal ran 350.97 meet record. Jackson Sharp, he was the best Aussie in sixth, 353.45. So not super fast from Jackson. He's going to be in our Com Games team. I reckon he probably would have preferred a faster time than that, to be honest.
I reckon it's pretty solid for a mile.
353. Ollie Hall ran 355. Like a week ago, we were fucking tearing shreds off him.
Yeah, I see Jackson as more of a 3-5K runner than a miler.
Yeah, maybe.
True.
Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
It's funny though how the world has moved on. Hey, like if 10 when we first started this podcast, someone runs 353 for the mile, you're like, great, awesome run. Whereas now you got 20-year-olds running 346.
True. Jackson Sharp, good run from him. In the 5K, Aaron Gebra Mariam, 13.15, and we had Jude Thomas. He was also sixth in 13.17. What do you want me to say about that, Croaks? Good? Not good?
This top Aussie? Solid. What's his PB? 13...
13.9?
Nice.
13.09, but at Boston, indoor.
What does that mean?
Face just did the old
Unlike Boston indoor.
Like it doesn't count.
Well,
World face means.
Well, World Athletics aren't using. You can't go there for a qualifier anymore.
What's his fastest time outside of Boston indoors? And like a lot of people say, like Jude Thomas was the prince that was promised. Like when does he arrive?
A lot of people say that.
When does he arrive? Look into your crystal balls for me, boys. LA 2028.
He ran 3:31. That's a pretty big run.
And he's been around for a long time, but he is only 24.
Okay.
So, 3:31, Brady.
Yeah, no, but still didn't make the Com Games team.
Yeah, it's a hard team to get into.
I know it's hard, but you were promised that you were going to arrive. Ooh. So is it like LA 2028 is definitely on the team? Like when does he have similar, well, I was going to say stature to Cam, but maybe.
Is he going to be on the 5K team or the 1500 team?
But the sport's moving on, Moose. I don't think 13:17's getting you on a 5K team.
Well, not in this race. He's ran 13:09 though.
That is, so he hasn't run anything between 13:09 and the 13:17.
So that's his PB outside of BU.
Yeah.
Okay. What's a qualifying time for world champs for 5K?
It's like 13 flat or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably even faster now. I reckon it's probably faster than 13.
It's tough for these guys because it's getting harder and harder to qualify.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There was a meet in Italy, 1500. The OAC crew went there. Claudia Hollingsworth, she won her race, 4 minutes and 70 hundredths of a second. Meet record she won. That's good to see her back on top. Morty Skyring, I guess similar to Jackson Sharp. She was 5th in 4:05. What's the better run out of those two, Croaks? I'm going to leave you with that. Take Morty's time or Jackson's time?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on,
I'm
mate.
going to go. I still reckon I'm going to go the mile.
Reckon Jackson's outperformed Morty there?
Well, I have to see where does 405 women's 1500 rank you all
I need
time
that.
versus
No.
353.
I need it off the top of the dome. This is why you're the core lord. This is why you're the guru.
I'll go Jackson.
The core lord. He's
Actually,
just saying the whole episode.
Yeah, I'm leading to something here, boys. Don't worry.
Eventually, I'll before the end of the show, I'll look up, see how many World Athletics points they got for each.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. That's what I needed off the top of your head.
All right, I'll go Jackson, but we'll see. Who are you going, Brady?
That's track stuff. I'm not really that interested, to be honest.
Sam Tanner.
I'm just not a nerd about like 0.10 of a second.
Sam Tanner won the men's 334, so big from him. The real talking point was Stewie McSween was in this race. He came 15th in 3 minutes 45, which, that's like so slow. There's no way that you can sort of spin this to have some sort of positive, because he was 15th as well in like a B grade sort of European meet. And it was only getting one in 334. And he wasn't even close. Like he was 11 seconds out the back from this. So it's hard to know exactly what's going on here. It's like the easy sort of way out for us is to say, he was sick or something like that. But we've seen a few too many Stewie results, I reckon, like of this nature, where you can't start to think, are they beating a dead horse by continuing to run Stewie in 1500s and like short, fast races? Like, is Stewie's twilight of his career best run longer on the roads now? That's what I thought about after seeing this.
Surely you get an indication from training though. Like, and if your indication is that you're in 345 shape, you just don't race.
I've seen footage of their workouts. He's doing workouts with these other guys like Sam Tanner, and
something must have gone wrong though.
Well,
otherwise,
the good news is
he's not going out there to try run 345.
He's down to race again early hours of Wednesday morning our time in Hungary. But he's doing He's doing a 3K with Seth and Jackson Sharp.
What? Okay, that'll be telling then. It's one of the issues though with Stewie, no social media. Like we don't really, even though I see social media in general, like there's no press release. Like, could you imagine if something like this like happened in another sport? You would know what's going on. You would understand. Like there would be an explanation or a discussion around the result here. But we're sort of just left in the dark, having to make up our own theories on it, and it's pretty rough to sort of
speculating. Yeah,
your main if you take the speculation out, you're sort of left with, well, Stewie's could just be done. Like, are we just seeing a done athlete here, just going around the circuit, like getting slapped up by people that he used to beat by 10 seconds?
Well, I guess you wonder how much of it's physical and how much of it's mental in terms of I'm just not in it anymore. I'm just not willing to really go to the well.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't end. No.
What? Like,
surely that's not what's happening to Stewie in a 1500.
But think about it though. Like he's been like at the pinnacle of the sport. Like at some point, it gets hard to just keep pushing.
I'm a bit with you on this.
That happens before you're actually in the race, though, doesn't it? Like, I don't think he's doing the strides before the race, and I don't think he's 500 meters into that going, you know what, I'm just not going to push today.
I think it could. I think the minute that he gets swallowed by the pack, and the minute he sees the pack run off at him, and he has no response, there's probably an element in him is like, oh well, why the fuck would I absolutely drain the tank now to come 10th in 340? Like I might as well run 15th in 345, and what's the difference? There is no difference to him. So if the race has gone past him, you're talking about Stewie McSween. We were talking about medals for him at the Olympics, and he has to get up to run these B or C grade meets in Italy where he's got a lap to go and he's looking at coming 10th or 15th, and you're asking him to fucking go into some sort of place that he used to when he were talking Olympic medals. Can't do it.
And it's similar to Ollie Hall, like Ollie Hall a couple of years ago at the Dream Mile is pushing Jakob down the back straight. And now he's in a B race at the pre-meet, just going like, like the sport's moved on and I haven't moved on with it. So you either keep just rolling around or you just, I guess, pull the pin at some point.
That's a job for their coaches as well. How do you keep them motivated? How do you keep them hungry? Like you're working with their mentality as much as their body to keep them physically fit.
But remember the last time we had Stewie on here, like he openly admitted that like retirement was a real possibility.
And the signing with OAC was their decision not to retire. Essentially, it's like, let's have another crack at it. Now you think like, what could excite him? Could it be something like a marathon? Could it be a crack at the road scene, which he's never shown that much? He hasn't really shown any promise outside a couple of 10K races. When he was running 3:30 for 1500, he was good on the road, right? Yeah. But we haven't seen him in the twilight of his career be good on the road. So
but you also admitted on our show that, like the thoughts of 2-hour long runs and stuff were just like, dreaded them, which doesn't bode well if you want to have a career on the roads over longer events.
Yeah, but he might get into that. Like that might be something that he like probably maybe takes a few of these 1500s to realize 2 hours is not too bad.
So we'll say this, and he'll come out Wednesday morning, and he'll run 7:32 for 3K.
Oh well, we can cut this before it goes to the public. Then
you probably just got off the plane. That was a runner news. Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration. Chances are you're gearing up for a race yourself, but how dialed in is your race nutrition? Precision Fuel and Hydration makes it easier. What are you talking about, Croaks?
Oh, sorry. I was just going to bring up the whole point system. Apologies to Morty. Morty got Jackson by 9 points.
Thank you.
Don't go apologising to Morty. Apologise to me and Precision. I'm halfway through a read here. You just cut me off. Precision Fuel and Hydration makes it simple. They've got a free online planner. Visit precisionhydration.com and get your numbers today. Hey, thanks to the people at One Running. They sent us a long sleeve shirt, boys. Each had a custom design on it. Is that correct? Mine? What did yours have?
Mine had the Mulligans logo on it.
How'd they get that? This was a surprise to us.
Yeah, so Ben emailed me asking whether I had a Mulligans logo. So I
wasn't a surprise to you.
You knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Did you, Moose? What's on yours?
I got a running company logo on mine. I'm pumped with it. I don't have any running company running gear really outside like a race singlet. So this was, I was stoked that he did that. Feels a bit special actually.
Well, I got merch. Mine says Inside Running Podcast in like gold lettering. You know when Scott Penderbury broke the games record the other week and all the Collingwood players had gold numbers? It's exactly the same colour gold.
What logo?
No, just our text, like Inside Running Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice.
Which we could sell these. These would walk out the door.
You tell everyone you're from the podcast anyway.
I know.
Now you don't have to tell them.
Here I am running around this farm by myself at 33K where no one can see me and how good I look. My first thoughts when I put it on, though, was just how light it was. Like, didn't feel like there was much going on there at all. I'm not real big on the technical kind of aspects and stuff, Moose, which I'm sure you are. But the other thing I noticed was sometimes when you wear a long sleeve running shirt, the arms flap around a bit. Like this was very, I'm not saying tight, but it was very like close to my wrist. Like I got tiny wrists and like sometimes stuff bounces around and this hugged my arms very well. That was my first impression when I put this thing on.
You get you get the men's extra small then?
Not sure what. I think I got small.
Ladies large?
Pretty sure I got small. Maybe medium. I don't know. But you know what I mean though? It's not like it's hard to get these things to fit properly. And the fit on my ones was perfect. That doesn't bounce around on the arms.
Long sleeves are hard. You're right about that. Yeah. Like short sleeves, you've got a lot of play. Like the sleeve ends at a certain point, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. But when you're covering the entire arm, you're right. Like how it tapers off in the forearm can determine, like how much slop or flap there is. Because there is, like, I do have a couple that are really loose, like wizard sleeves up the front, and I don't particularly like that. And then I have a couple, like one from On in particular, it's really tight, and I don't like that either. This is in the middle.
This is just in between, isn't it?
Yeah.
Croaks, what do you think when you put it on for the first time?
Yeah, so my two thoughts were my long sleeve shirts in the past have either been too thin, where no good in winter, and you're probably not wearing like a long sleeve in summer anyway, or I've had some really thick ones, whereas this one is sort of like right in between. So I wore it yesterday for my long run. I did have a singlet underneath, but it was also apparent temperature of -2. And I felt so comfortable the whole run. So in terms of the thickness and the protection from the cold, that was my first takeaway. And the other one was just the feel of the fabric and the quality of the fabric. And if you look up, well, the one that I've got anyway, if you look really close, it's got this like checkered print in it, which just makes it look like real high end.
Did you say you wore a singlet under it?
Yeah, I had a singlet underneath.
Like a running singlet?
Yep.
Underneath
I always
this.
wear a singlet. I always wear a singlet under a long sleeve.
It was -2.
Yeah, but things go over.
And
this is a base
windy.
layer. These shirts are base layers. They're so good against the skin. You got to wear something on top of this, not under it.
But then I would get too hot if I put then a jacket on over the top of that. Like I prefer to actually start the run a little bit cold and then warm up and feel great the whole way. So I had a singlet, I had the long sleeve, and I had some gloves. But there's not that many places in Australia where you're running and it's the apparent temperature of -2.
You know, in Ballarat they wear the singlet over the t-shirt. It's a real Mono thing. Singlets go over t-shirts.
Well, I guess that's an option as well, but I've never really done that.
It looks a bit weird. I'm not sure. Yeah.
But then I don't get to show off the Mulligans logo unless I'm wearing a Mulligans singlet over the top of that one.
Yeah. I saw
boys were impressed.
It's a good combo with their half tights.
Rob was very impressed.
Tuck it into their longer half tights. It's a very good look with black socks and black shoes. Very, very good. Hey, they got their Sydney Marathon singlet coming up as well.
That was good last year. That was real good.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. It was like, I really liked it last year. Like, I rated it. And I never like these fucking collab race things. And I saw it last year and thought, that's actually the best race singlet I've seen from anyone.
Wow, they got US artist Greg Itahara, who's helping with this
Itahara. So
Itahara.
he worked with Shu actually. He did the Great Ocean Road race t-shirt for Shu running that we were working with them down at Great Ocean Road, and that was an awesome t-shirt. So this guy is actually really good.
Yeah, well, he's done stuff with Nike, Asics, Ultra, Rabbit. Yeah. Massive.
And this kind of stuff is like the shirt you want to wear, like just to get a coffee. The designs this guy does, like this singlet is something. It's like actually, he makes things look really cool without just like being corny. He's very good. Yeah,
keep an eye at it. They'll be at the Sydney Expo as well, the one running team. So keep an eye out for them there. Some whispers. It's just additional news that Croaks hasn't included, Moose, because
he
doesn't like some of these individuals. But Eliud Kipchoge, the previous world record holder, probably the greatest marathoner of all time, Olympic gold medalist on numerous occasions. He was at stop number 2 of his world tour. This is stop 2, isn't it? Brazil? Porto Alegre? He ran that marathon. Never heard of this marathon until Kipchoge decided to run it. So he's put it on the map, that's for sure. He came 12th, 2:18:39, 10 minutes behind the winner, who was Zindine Aurora. He didn't pace it real well, though, Kippers. 65 for the first half, so he must have went with the lead pack. 73 for the second half. Looked good out there. Did you see him in that orange Nike singlet?
I saw just a photo of it.
Bad idea, though, wearing white socks with black shoes. If you're going to go like full black shoes, you need to have black socks.
Maybe he's just being given a bit of a lot. I reckon they really, they like Nike drip him out a bit. Like they're the ones that pick his clothes and that.
He's got a stylist for sure.
Yeah, and he's probably just been like the stylist has gone to work with someone else, maybe at the World Cup, And he's just looking in his cupboard and he's like, white socks, black shoes, seems
What
to
have I
work.
got?
Yeah, no one's looking after him anymore.
Now I am on the World Tour like bandwagon. I think it's a good idea. All the places he's going, these people are inspired that Kipchoge's at their hometown and stuff. So, and he's coming to Melbourne. That's like 12 weeks away.
So I know you're excited, mate.
I'm excited.
Croaks doesn't give Croaks is like whatever.
Well, I feel like the over-under for Melbourne's now looking like it's 220.
220, yeah.
Because he's going to be tired. He's got to recover from this. Then he's got to do a little training block again.
Yeah.
Like, when does it get to the stage where they go, all right, you're in charge of the 230 pace group. Just have fun out there. Because he's tried to win the first two. He goes with the lead packs and then just blows to pieces.
Like, it's a good run. Like, you've got to be pretty good to run 2:18:39 or faster.
100%.
But based on the way that he's trending, Moose might have another guy to tow across the line at Melbourne Marathon.
Oh, I that story in an interview I listened to yesterday.
I would I would pick him up and carry him like the bodyguard. I'd carry the little fella over the line. Can you imagine that? The media would go bizarre.
Like, I do ham it up a little bit in terms of, like, I don't get excited by it. I'd be more excited that he was out there still trying his best, which I don't feel like he is anymore.
I reckon he is.
He's going with the leaders.
And he ran 65.73.
He popped big time. He had a great crash.
You're telling me that he has declined in ability that much in a year and a half?
Absolutely.
People are running next to him, like trying to get selfies and stuff with him while he's on course, and he's like still locked in, focusing straight ahead, like not even look at, like, when people run next to him and stuff.
He was declining a bit earlier than what you think, though. Like last year at Sydney, he was a bit declined already, and then he was declined at Boston. Like he was off it for a while. He didn't go from running Berlin 2:01 to like 2:15 to something. He was.
But think about, so he's 17 minutes off his best. Like, Moose, you being 17 minutes off your best, like, you don't have to train that hard to do that.
Oh yeah, I do. Absolutely, I couldn't do that right now.
Yeah, but he's tried to run 9 minutes off his best.
And
like, if you said to Moose, go run 17 minutes off your best, what's that, 2:31? Moose would go through in that even pace.
But that's the other thing. It's like, this guy has been like the GOAT. He should know better than to go out at a pace that quick when he's not ready for it. Like, that's a massive blow up for him. If you're saying that he's trying his best out there, he should know better than to blow up that much.
He's just still got the old ego, mate. That's just what it is. You can't take he's the GOAT. People tell him that he's the GOAT every day, and he goes out and sits at 67, 68 off the back. He ain't going to see that.
Yeah.
Well, the Aussie that finished third, that was more impressive than Kipchoge's run.
Moose, can you tell Melbourne, like, I've heard whispers that they're going to bring like a big international field over.
Really?
Can you tell them to not do that?
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Bring Kipchoge and just let Aussies have a swing at him.
Who told you that?
Yeah, I heard they're going to bring a lot of like Africans this year.
I'm almost positive that's not true.
Okay, I hope you're right, because I just want to see like Kipchoge versus like the AV guys.
Well, Brady, I reckon you should skip Sydney and do Melbourne. Here's your opportunity to take down the GOAT.
Brady's going to Geelong, mate.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much locked in. That's signed off on. Zach has stitched that up a while ago.
That is not locked in. I am not entered, other than Sydney, for a fun day where I'm going to get abused for not be able to get hard on. That's the only place I've entered a marathon.
Imagine you taking down Kipchoge,
I know.
Brady.
Yeah, well, I just want to ride my bike next to him and watch him the whole way.
Just run with him. Imagine running with him in the pack.
Because I think he'll go out in 65. I might see him at the 39K mark, but yeah. Hey, we had Tara Palm was over there though. She come third. But in saying this, I am still, first thing I checked this morning when I woke up at 6 a.m, how did Kipchoge go? Yeah. I'm still sucked into the hype.
I saw him cross the line last night before I went to bed.
Yeah. You stayed up for it, did you?
Did you really?
I watched it, yeah, because I saw the live stream. So
didn't they get sent the wrong way or something?
I think the guy that was winning may have gone the wrong way, but like real short, like it wasn't very far.
Right.
Okay.
And then Tara was like way in front. Like she was 2 minutes in. She was 2 minutes in front.
It's
At
15,000 US for the win
25,
too.
30K.
Yeah. Well, she come third in the end, 2:34.40. She just said she ran brave at the front of the race. No one followed, and she managed to lead for most of the way. Felt like her legs and body stopped working with a couple of K to go. And you can see her like coming into the finishing chute. She was in a world of trouble trying to stay upright. She come third though, 5K USD. Good run from Tara. That's someone who's had a lot of experiences in the sport, isn't it? Represented Australia a couple of times, traveled the world, run most of the big marathons. She's still out there running 2:34s. Good work, Tara Palm.
Wonder how she found that race, like how that pops up.
Yeah.
Doing something in Brazil.
Well, she was with Derek over there. So he must be managing her.
Posso Sports.
Posso Sports.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, Moose, here's your highly anticipated new segment.
Oh, you boys are going to love this. So I listened to this podcast the other day, the surfing podcast, and it reminded me a bit about our early days, fellas, when we weren't too cared about it. We didn't really care about offending people, and we used to just say what we wanted, and we'd be a lot more honest. And now we're like real reserved, and we don't want to say anything that upsets people. And these guys, these surfers, they didn't give a shit. They were like calling people out, and it was very funny. I laughed more than any podcast that I reckon I've ever listened to. I thought it was great. And their thing was like, they've seen surfing has been a very similar sport to running in that it's undergone this mass boom in popularity. And all these like new people to the sport are changing the culture of it a little bit. And what they're calling like the old surfers, the core lords. And they're the ones that sort of hold up the old school surfing culture. And obviously, like, the kook is the term given for someone that's sort of new to the sport and is like doing things that are very much not in line with core. And so I thought, I love this for running. And I feel like we should get a segment on this show that is core or kook. And so I'm going to throw things out to you. And you're going to tell me whether this is core or whether this is kook. And I don't need you, like, just before anyone worries about if we're judging people, we are absolutely judging people in this segment. Like, this is a judgment segment, and we're going to judge you as, like, that's a core thing to be doing, or that is a kook thing to be doing in the running world.
So we're talking like new age, old age.
Sort of. You'll get it when I throw a few at you. You'll start to get what I mean. And it's...
Yeah. This segment worries me, Croak.
Before we go too far.
Got that apology music ready, Brady?
I can organise that at the click of a finger.
It's okay to be a kook.
Okay.
It's okay. If we call you whatever you're doing a kook thing to be doing, it's all right. Accept it. Just own your kookiness. You don't need to get all butthurt about it. So here, I'm going to chuck some out at you right here. All right? Okay. I've been making notes because I have like 10 pop up every hour of things that I see, and I'm like, is that kook or is that core? So first one.
Well, we can't use the word. Isn't kook related to surfers though? Like,
yeah, but I reckon
in running.
No, we can call it running. I think runners can use the word kooks.
Okay.
They're running kooks, all right? So is this core or kook? Listening to music in a race.
Kook.
Kook, yep, good. Started so well. Racing park runs as fast as you can.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's going to be some discussions here, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go more of the kook.
I like it because that's what I thought as well. Kook. You can see the dudes crossing the line, just absolutely balls out.
I was against parkrun for a long time because I was just like, well, the ones here in Canberra, I'm like, the courses aren't even that quick. Like, why would I go and bust my ass when I could go to a track and do a proper race?
Nah, but the old school, like the core runners used to do that every Saturday afternoon at their like local cross country run that was always a dodgy course. And I'm like, I think parkrun's just replaced that. There's not many like core runners who haven't blasted a fast parkrun.
Yeah, well, I did it there was a couple of years there where I did it as a fitness test.
You were knocking people over on the start line.
Yeah, I'm more core.
Yeah. I was in two minds on this one as well. I like that. Wearing shorts over the top of tights.
Oh, that's kook.
Yeah.
So kook.
That reminds me of like a rugby union scrum half. They used to always have like the tights and then the footy shorts over the top.
Just as a side note, Croaks, you are probably the most core runner that you are the core lord here. When I think of core lord, it's you.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few more because I reckon I'm going to have like 20 a week here. Saying motivational quotes to other runners during an event.
Kook.
Yeah.
Like if you're the pacer, you're like, it's not that far, you're tough, that sort of stuff.
Carry the boats.
Yeah.
Pain is temporary, pride is forever.
I like this game.
Yeah, so do I until we get cancelled.
Long tights and crop tops for women, or long tights but a singlet for men?
Oh, I reckon people used to rock this back in the day.
I've never seen this in my
Long
life.
tights.
That is the kookiest thing in the
Maybe
world.
it was more athletics people though. Like you got the pole vaulter doing it at Tuesday night training.
That's not a thing.
I'll say when it
I'm
comes
not
to
commenting on what women wear for starters, but I'm just talking about the men here.
when it comes to long tights, I've never been able to do anything in long tights other than a warm up. So I've never been able to do a session in long tights, a race in long tights. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I've never done a session in long tights, I don't think. I did jog the other day for an hour in long tights.
Yeah, I'm on kook for that for sure. That's not even close to me. Uploading Strava but keeping it hidden. That's core for me. That's as core as it gets. You're not running for other people. You're not trying to show off. Like you're not doing it for the gram or the Strava or the kudos. You're running for yourself and you don't care who sees it.
Well,
Maybe the real core lords though are like
Training
Stewie,
diaries.
and they have just a stopwatch and don't even have Strava.
Yeah, or the people that just write their stuff from their GPS watch straight into their diary, don't even upload to Strava.
Well, that's next level core lord. But this, I'm like, this is a good one because. All right, I'll leave that for today, and then we're gonna come back with another set of questions next week.
Where do lactate monitors and treadmills come in, Moose?
Yeah, see, I was going to play here, but there's no real kooks using lactate monitors as far as I know.
And just to clarify, it's not an offensive thing if you're a kook or a core.
No, it's not. It's kind of
just trying to put them in like categories.
Well, yeah, I mean, some people might not like being a kook. It's all right.
People will get offended.
I think you just need to new age or old age runners.
Nah, kook or core lord, kook or core. This is what it is. Stop changing my segment.
It's at Romeo the Moose on Instagram if you've got feedback for this segment.
How long has this surfing podcast been going, Moose, and how many followers do they have? Are they likely to get cancelled as well?
How many brand partnerships have they got?
They're massive, actually. They've been going and they get and you know the best bit is they call out like the big dogs for doing kooky shit. And a lot of the time it's selling out for like doing ads and brand promos and like social media like videos. Because as soon as it gets a bit corny or cringy, they're like, he was a core lord once and now he's a kook. So it's like, it's a fun term. I don't want to hear your fucking sensitive bullshit about this. Like, I'm not reading your messages if you're sending me.
If there is any, at Romeo the Moose on Instagram. Listen to Question Croaks. Bring the show home.
All right. This episode's list of questions is proudly brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. And the question comes in from Luke Cramery. And the question is, now that I'm pushing 40, I feel like I need to do a heap of work to get out and run and recover. For example, foam rolling, band activation, gym, stretching. What do you guys do in regards to the 1%ers? What do you find works for you?
Crammers. Listener question from the great man, Moose.
Is he pushing 40 or is he well past 40?
No. He's pushing 40.
Oh, okay. He looks past 40.
We'll be all 40 next year, my age group.
Right, okay.
But, XCR, I get to run in the 40 plus because it goes on your date at the end of the year next year. So Giles Park realised next year I'm in the 40 pluses.
Get out next to me.
Yeah.
We're on the same start line again.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody? I reckon there was somebody kicked up a stink on
yeah,
the forum
big
about
mate.
this.
There's been a big stink kicked up about
Absolute
this.
carry on about this from the old fellas.
You know, my birthday is like 3 days before the end of the year as well. This suits me perfectly. I'm going to break that many records next January when I'm only 39 and 3 days old. Anyway, back to Crammers.
Good on you, Crammers, for sending us in.
Well, last week when Croaks was away, I'm like, Crammers, Croaks is away. We haven't got a very good listener question. I need a better one. Send me one. And then this is what he sent me.
The 1%ers.
Well,
Shit.
okay, I'll kick it off. So for me now, at my age, the one thing that I need to do is I need to get to the gym every week to do, or not necessarily the gym, but I need to be really conscious of like calf loading for my Achilles. If I was to just stop doing that and just continue to run, I would have issues because I had issues last year, and the only thing that fixed it for me was doing gym work. And I obviously missed 2 weeks with being sick, and that's sort of come back. Another one for me is I definitely spend more time just massage gunning, doing activations with a band. I find I move better when I start my runs if I'm doing that. So like there are a few things that I definitely do. Like nutrition's a thing that I've always focused on. It's not necessarily a thing that as I'm getting older, but yeah.
A big one for me is just the time that you get up. Like I used to be able to get up 25 minutes before my run, roll out of bed, have a bit of toast, bang, you're in your running shoes. But now I have to be up probably an hour. And that's not to actually do foam rolling or massage gun or like the band stuff. It's just like, you know, I've got like a stand-up desk, so I like to standing up and just moving my body around, like just trying to get it more awake than I had to when I was approaching 30, for example. So, and then, I'll get the band going, but I'd rarely do foam rolling before to get activated or anything. I'm still like, although I'm pushing 40, I feel like I'm going all right in this category.
Yeah.
I don't have to do a whole lot of like prehab just to get out the door.
I would love to have time for prehab. I feel like that could change how I run, but I just do not have that time.
Have you ever done some band work before a run though, Moose?
Yeah, I've done. I do like the clams, some hamstring like kickbacks. I think that's what you call them. I've done calf raises before I run, and some single leg squatting. It does feel good. I tell you, it feels good.
Yeah. Because the one thing I've noticed, if I don't do it, I've got a tendency for my left side or like posterior chain and stuff not to work properly. And when I'm running, it just doesn't feel right. And then that leads to other sort of like knee niggles and things like that. Whereas if I activate all of this stuff before the run, I actually feel like my left side is working properly, which, 20 years ago, it was never a thing. It's like you go out and run and you feel pretty much exactly the same every day. Whereas now there's just so many variables that one day you'll get up and you'll feel amazing. And then the next day, like your Achilles is sore. And even like this last week, I'm like, why the hell is my Achilles getting sore? I pretty much do the same thing week in, week out, and I've had not really that many issues. If anything, I've run less. I haven't done high intensity. I haven't been to the track, but my Achilles are sore. And I'm like, well, it's just an old age thing. And you just need to be, I guess don't panic every time you have a niggle, but you just need to monitor it to make sure that you're on top of that niggle.
I do find now too, before workouts, like I really need to do those. Like I just do this thing where it's like a skip, high knees, butt kicks, and then the one where you're like skipping and like move your arms. And then I'll do a 30-second stride, and then I'll do that again. And then like back in the day, I could jump into a workout off like a couple of high knees, a 20-second, stride, and like bang, let's go. But now I really need to do that routine twice to be ready to run anything quicker than like a 3:30K.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good question, Crammers. Massage gun?
Yeah, I like my massage gun.
Yeah, they're pretty good, those massage guns. That was the listener question. Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration. Visit precisionhydration.com and use the code IRP2026 for 15% off your first order. London Diamond League's coming up. This is Josh Kerr, and Yared Nagoose has also entered this. Is it a mile? 1,500.
Yep, going for the mile world record.
2:22. What is that in minutes again? 3 minutes.
3:42.
3:42 flat. Or has he just got to go under 3:43?
Well, this is seconds, isn't it?
Confusing marketing. I get it, but
Yeah.
it's confused the shit out of me. He's got a special spike and stuff too, hasn't he? See that? Special 222 spike.
I mean, it's a bit of a Brooks marketing thing, isn't it? Like the Nike 4% project, really.
Mm.
The world record is it? I think is it 3:43?
It must be. He must have to land in the 3:42s to break the record. Did you see Sidious Mag did like a thing about Cam Myers not being there, and then they screenshotted his Strava, and it had the comment from Chriso asking Cam Myers if he's going to do this race against him.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll send it through to you. So like they literally just screenshotted his Strava comments where it was Chriso asking Cam if he's going to do the London Diamond League, and Cam like answering his question, and they're like, "This is confirmation that he's not going to run."
Wow.
Yeah, it's 3:43.13 set by Hisham El Garouge in 1999.
Be a big record to go down. Is it going to happen?
I don't reckon. I don't think so.
He is pretty good at talking shit, Josh
reckon.
Kerr, and backing it up.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. Like you look at Cam at the moment, and Cam's running 3:28, and 3:28 for 1500 and 3:46 for the mile. I don't see Josh being 3 seconds better than Cam at the moment.
No way.
Hasn't raced for a while though, Croaks.
Don't see it happening.
He raced a couple of ordinary 800s. Like his 800s weren't that impressive.
Okay, that's a no from both these boys. They don't dare to believe.
You love a
Get on
record
board,
prediction.
mate. Get on board. I was in the stands thinking Faith was going to run 3:58 that day, remember?
Yeah.
Mead in Hungary, Claudia Hollingsworth, Abby Caldwell, George Griffith, and then Stewie, Seth, and Jackson Sharp. I'm excited to see what Seth runs. Be good to see him.
Yeah, he
hasn't raced in a while.
Yeah, he ran a 1500, 3:37 in the last week overseas.
Doesn't make the notes. Moose too slow. 3:37s.
What's the point?
Is a rust buster off the plane. Anyway, that was the episode. What's going up in your life, Moose, between now and next week?
Canberra for me, mate. I'm up there 3 a.m. wake up tomorrow morning.
Ooh.
Then I'm going to go join the politicians and the blokes that don't work.
3 a.m. is in like 5.5 hours from now.
I know. It's been going on for a while. I should have been off this.
Yeah.
Should have cut Cora Cook.
Croaks, what are you doing? School holidays for you?
Yeah, school holidays. So I got the kids. Colas is in a swimming progression program, so that's every morning.
The dolphin.
9 o'clock. Yeah, the Dolphins. 9 o'clock swimming during school holidays.
Doing swim squad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Cool.
no, not swim squad. It's just a school holiday progression thing.
How many hours do you go
Get him
for?
off the couch. And that's just half an hour.
Half an hour swim squad.
Ooh. Send us some videos.
Yeah, right.
I want to see the dolphin in action. I'm going to show Pia because he's like her mentor.
I'll get one tomorrow, except I'm not sure you're allowed to take videos in
probably not a good idea.
kids swimming lessons.
Got this 46-year-old bloke taking videos at the swimming pool of the swimming lesson. Yeah. Great way to get arrested. All right, boys, we'll do it all again next week. See you, listeners. Thanks for tuning in. Patrons, Adam Diddick tomorrow. Road to somewhere Thursday morning. I think they're Thursday morning. You'll see it anyway. It'll post. You get a notification. See you, boys.
See ya.
Thanks to Precision Fuel and Hydration for sponsoring this episode. Precision Fuel and Hydration is the answer to fuel your next marathon. Their free online planner helps you nail your sodium and carb intake so you don't fade when it matters most. Visit precisionhydration.com, and while you're there, place your first order and get 15% off when you use the code IRP2026.
Doesn't matter if it don't come back.